Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Sagittarius is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over or meditate upon or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Sagittarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And I love it when we start with a Nine of Cups. To me, this is an indication that we're really considering in our lives right now. You're at a point in your life where you're trying to focus on your fulfillment, your happiness, your satisfaction, your depth of meaning, the depth of your purpose and your involvement and your appreciation of life, right? We're trying to live the dream. We're trying to manifest our happiness. This is the Nine of Cups. This is the pursuit of happiness. This is you following your bliss. Okay? So I think you're somebody that really, excuse my voice today. You're somebody that really is, you're in this phase of your life where we're starting to think about this more. Okay? I think you've always thought about it. You've always kind of, we're asking the questions, who am I? Why am I here? Right? What am I supposed to be doing? But I think right now there's a focus on different areas of your life. I think physically, financially, there's focus. I think mentally, emotionally, we're taking stock. And spiritually, creatively, we're also kind of evaluating, right? So I think that you're asking yourself, am I doing what makes me happy? Am I living a life that's making me happy? Now, happiness is not in exactly what you're doing, but how you're doing it and why. So it could be anything. And I'm sure if there are 5,000 people that watch this video, all 5,000 of you, that sounds like a lot, right? All 5,000 of you will have something different that you're doing. We're not all the same, right? We may have similarly, routine lives, but we're all different. We're all doing different things. And it's approaching what we do with a certain type of investment, with a certain type of appreciation and gratitude and love for the activity itself, for the work, for the doing. This is a 9. This is a function. It's not a state of things. It's not an object. It's not a particular manifestation, right? It is how we are approaching life. This is the Tao of your happiness, the way of your happiness, the way you're living your life. And I think there's more focus on this for you right now, that we're starting to kind of, for whatever, we'll see what's going on else, what else is here. But I feel like right now we're just like, is this really what I want to be doing? Is this how, am I feeling this Nine of Cups in what I'm doing? Maybe we need to make some changes, right? So in a way, it is kind of about what we're doing, right? Because if we're not doing it with a Nine of Cups kind of feeling, then maybe we have to make some changes or we have to reevaluate some things. Is there something internal that's blocking me from my happiness, or is there something external that's blocking me from living my Nine of Cups, right? So let's see. I don't mean to be too long-winded here. Let's see what else we got. Of course, we've got an 8 of Cups. So we're, and again, please, I'm sorry for my voice. I don't know what's wrong with me lately. The 9 of Cups and then the 8 of Cups crossing it, right? So of course, this makes total sense. That we're starting to look at some areas of our life and think, maybe I gotta do something different. Maybe and we're asking the question, is there something blocking me from enjoying what I'm doing? Or is there something about the external world that's kind of blocking me from having that 9 of Cups? Because I feel there's a certain dissatisfaction in you. Okay, I don't think that anything really major has happened. I don't think it's like just one tower event. Maybe we'll see with the couple cards later. Maybe there was. I don't feel like there was. I feel like this is a general kind of feeling of something's in the way of that 9 of Cups, because this is what we really, really want, right? And I think that's something that you know all about. You're very familiar with the Nine of Cups. I feel like we get this card every time for you, Sag. So let's see what else we have. But I feel that there's a little bit of discomfort. But you've got that Empress within you. And so that's telling me that, look, you know that this is your wheelhouse. You know that you can get that Nine of Cups, that you can live that Nine of Cups, let's say, right? You know that it's within your power to make or break it. And so the Empress tells us that whatever you put into something, you're going to get an equal kind of response from the universe. Okay? The more you contribute, the more you benefit. The more you put in, the more you get out. So really this is about taking responsibility for the quality of life that we're leading. And I think this is your goal. It's down beneath the surface. This is a feeling in you that you just have this kind of, you have this love, you have this creativity, you have this kind of this nurturing energy that just wants to build your life up in every area. Your life's not lopsided, right? I feel like you're developing in a very holistic way, right? So, your personal, again, the physical, financial, mental, emotional, spiritual, creative. All of these things need kind of equal attention. Some days or weeks, maybe a little bit more over here, a little bit more over there, but we're looking to build a nice, well-rounded life. A nice, well-rounded soul, right? Personality, feelings, emotions, higher aspirations. And the Empress is telling me that you know that you can create this, and you know what kind of paradise you want your life to be. Doesn't mean we expect everything to be perfect, right? But I think that some changes are in store. I feel like you're somebody who is very giving, right? I wonder if you're starting to shift toward a more of a caregiver kind of energy even. I wonder if there's something in your life that you really, I don't know if you have this kind of an underlying wish, because look, this card's under the surface. I don't know if you have this underlying wish to take care of something, or to, it could be a pet, a plant, a person, right? That there's something in you, there's this energy that wants to nurture something, that wants to feed something and nourish it and watch it grow, whether it's a garden, whether it's a new career, whether it is a person, a child, and maybe an elderly family member, or even part of yourself, right? So I feel like there's this focus now on growing something. Yeah, on contributing to something flourishing, being a part of the growth of something, right? Let's keep going with our cards and see if we can get a little bit more detail on that. So yeah, it wasn't a tower moment that happened to you. I think it was this kind of, it was maybe the dawn of a realization here with the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords behind you. It's kind of why you're here today. I feel like you had some clarity about a situation, and that clarity, while I don't think it was a big tower moment, a big revelation about someone or something, I think it was just kind of this quiet realization about life, or about your life, or about the way that you're living your life, or the things that you're involved with. And yes, it involves other people. But I think that this is kind of a quiet acceptance of the way things really are. Like, this is a keen awareness of what your life really is right now. We're not sugarcoating it. I'm not pretending my life is so much better than it actually is. I'm being honest about how I feel and how I perceive things. And I think what you're perceiving is that there's a little something blocking your Nine of Cups. Okay? And I think that part of this is this caregiver energy, which I feel that you're going to be, you have an impulse. I feel like you're going to be shifting into more of a caregiver kind of thing. It doesn't mean that you're going to put your life on hold to go take care of somebody. Maybe that is. Maybe this is a job change, a career change, a focus change into some sort of a medical thing, or some sort of caregiver type of energy. Well, it could be gardening, right? It could be teaching something. Any of these kinds of things where you're you're watching something absorb energy and grow from it, right? Whether it's a plant, it could be a student, a family member, a child, whatever it might be. Okay. And I feel like that's kind of the part of the realization that you have. Now we've got a 7. 7 of Swords. Consciously, there's some resistance to this Empress energy. Okay, so I think with the 7 of Swords up at the top of the path of the dove, it's showing me that there is a disconnect really between the conscious mind and the unconscious mind. And maybe that's why the Ace of Swords is there to kind of bridge the gap. Yeah. Because I think the conscious mind is kind of like, well, you know, this is the path that we've taken in life, and, you know, we just need to stick with it. And yeah, it's the knowledge that life isn't always fun and games, but we've just got to push through. We got to stay on that central Ace of Swords, and we shouldn't go exploring any other side paths. We shouldn't get off the trail. Don't go off the trail, you know. But here, the Empress, there's no trail. This is wild Mother Earth. There's no trails. There may be some natural kind of, you know. But what I'm saying is that this is something that we construct in our minds because of our humanness, but really those distinctions, those boundaries, those limitations aren't there in the actual reality. Okay? We create these limitations or expectations on ourselves, or we create these lanes, and it's, I have to stay in this lane, they have to stay in that lane, and that's how everybody, that's how the traffic flows, right? But really out in the wild, those things don't exist. Right. So I think the conscious mind is trying to create too much order and structure for you. So I think there's a return to just kind of a naturalness for you, where it is not forcing myself to continue doing something, you know, even when the natural impulses seem to be taking you in different directions. So maybe this is a job change or a career change, or, you know, family, relationships, friends, right? Something along those lines. Let's do the next card on the path of the dove is the 4 of Pentacles. Could be a relocation of your home. But I think what we're seeing here really is the stability that you're creating for yourself, even with the impulse to kind of to change things or to kind of get out of your lane a little bit. In other words, you're creating more stability for yourself by embracing a little bit of the unknown, a little bit of instability, right? Chaos leads to order, instability leads to stability, change leads to constancy, right? So I feel the 4 of Pentacles is maybe a change of venue for you in a way. It's either a change of, you know, physical location, job change, home change, maybe just doing something different in the home, doing something different in the job. But I feel like going with this Empress instinct is creating more stability for you. It's almost like you love your job, but you're kind of starting to hate it. Well, maybe if I do something different, if I ask, maybe I work in a different department, or if I take on some other responsibilities, or I change my hours around, or whatever it is, maybe ask for a raise, that's going to be some sort of novelty, some sort of change that's going to brighten things up a bit. That's going to stabilize, it's going to keep you there longer, right? So this isn't necessarily about you just completely flipping the script, but I think it is about needing something else in this context. Okay, so I don't know that anything that drastic is changing, but something needs to. Okay, so I feel like going forward into the future, there's going to be a shift toward more of this Empress, more of this kind of wanting to be part of building something, growing something, nurturing something, okay, in whatever realm it manifests. And there is going to be a concern for the stability or the kind of long-term, the long-term nature of something, right? That we want something stable, we want something kind of long-term, but we know that in order for us to have that, something different has to happen now. Okay, change equals stability, right? So let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. It's going to go right here. And Jimbo, the Lizard King, aka Mr. Lizard, is going to be right there. And, Jim Morrison was a Sagittarius. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together and it will give us the confirmation that we need. And if at any point during this program you feel like you know what that card is, go ahead and put your prediction in the comments down below. Okay, we're going to go to the path of the serpent now. And as I do this, I'd like to ask you for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Subscribing to the channel is totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. These readings are free. Your subscription is free. What costs money is the extended readings, channel memberships. You don't have to do that, okay? If you don't want, I'm not asking you to, all right? But subscribing is free, yeah. Joining is something different, and that does, have a fee in order to access the other stuff. But anyway, let's do the general energy. All right, Path of the Serpent. First card we have, 9 of Swords. I think we're realizing. See, now we got a 9 and a 9. These are two very different lifestyles, right? The 9 of Swords is kind of a lifestyle that pains us to continue, and it's almost as if we see the 8 of Cups, we start to feel. Or we see the 9 of Cups, we start to feel the 8 of Cups, and then we worry that it's really going to progress into a 9 of Swords, okay? And then, of course, then we'll get the 8 of Swords, and that will be, we kind of are stuck there. The 9 of Swords is telling me that sometimes you're a little uncomfortable in your body, that sometimes there is this pins and needles kind of feeling. Now, I'm not a doctor, this isn't a medical thing. Go see a physician if you have any concerns in that area. With the, I should probably say this, with the 8 and 9 of Cups and these two cards as well, I think some of you have been experiencing some physical ailments, either a general malaise, a general fatigue, or just kind of like a low-grade depression even. And I feel like you do need to seek out some help and some guidance for that, okay? Seek out a professional if you're feeling those things. Because the 4 of Pentacles sometimes can say that, hey, I just want to feel fine. I just want to feel baseline okay, right? And the 8 of Cups is sometimes that energy that's like we feel icky and we don't know why, right? And I just want that ickiness to go away. Trust me, I felt that. Sometimes I still do, I'll be honest with you. But the 9 of Swords is... In relation to this, I think that there is a growing discontent with some things in your life. And I don't know exactly what yet. Maybe we need another card to see what that could be. 6. Yeah, 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups to me represents having friends, having community, having support system, having loved ones. So now, between these two cards, I almost wonder if you have been on this straight and narrow in your lane, and what it's slowly doing is taking more and more time away from your pets, your plants, your people, right? Your family, your loved ones, your intimate connections. Do you have a close circle of friends? Okay. If we're doing predictions here, I feel like this is really a powerful shift for you. This is a powerful focus on those things in your life that you need as part of your stability. You need this general malaise or this fatigue to go away, this ickiness, right? The ickiness is a symptom, and you're trying to find out the cause of that. Well, I think embracing this Empress energy is going to help. Embracing this 6 of Cups is going to help. There's going to be a shift for you into, well, that nurturing energy, right? Taking care of something, wanting to see something grow and flourish. And one of those things is your personal relationships. Okay. When's the last time that you gave or received a gift just because? Just for no reason, right? Not a birthday, not an anniversary. Just for the heck of it. Bringing a friend or a family member something, doing something with them even. When's the last time we just called up a friend and said, hey, let's go have a coffee, or let's get a dessert or something, or let's go have brunch or whatever, right? Just because. There's nothing we need to talk about. There's no issue. It's not an ambush. It's not for any kind of a holiday. There's no ulterior motive. There's no, oh, I brought you here today because I really need to ask a favor. None of that. It's just, let's go eat together and hang out and laugh a little bit, and then we'll go home and just whatever. This is a focus for you now on those personal relationships. And so maybe there's the part of this realization is that you have been focused on your Ace of Swords for so long that it is, it's kind of like slowly whittled away all these other important things in your life. I think the nurturing energy and the Six of Cups energy. Let's see what the obstacle might be for you. The Lover's card, interesting. Well, that's not much of an obstacle, but this card does talk about those intimate partnerships, relationships. It focuses on, it's not necessarily a romantic relate. We think of the lovers, we think of two people who are lovers, right? A partnership, a romantic partnership. But this card is us feeling inspired, feeling that we've been hit in the heart with Cupid's arrow and we are in love with something or someone, and we're making the choice to commit to that, to focus on that, to wed ourselves to something or someone. It doesn't have to be a romantic thing. This could be you and a spiritual idea, God, goddess, deity. It could be a friend, a family member, could be a pet, a plant, I don't know, right? It could be your work. But I feel like this is the intimate bond, though. This is feeling connected with someone or something. And this is the obstacle for you. I think part of this general malaise, and I think it's a symptom, part of this general malaise, it's a symptom of not feeling like we don't have those intimate connections. Well, that goes back to these cards here too. I think for you, there's going to be a shift on those intimate relationships. The Lover's card, what's going on between those Lover's card? It's a Six of Cups, right? The Six of Cups is inside that Lover's card always, all right? But I think that this is the obstacle for you. And it might be that so much is going on in your life otherwise that it almost is kind of squeezing out time and energy for those those just because kind of relationships. Just because I love this person and we bond and we have some sort of connection, going out to brunch for no reason, right? Or going and grabbing a beer or something in the evenings or coffee. I've started to drink coffee at night now because I get these I'm trying to get off caffeine, right? And so I've cut my caffeine way, way down. Now I get these headaches every day from the caffeine withdrawal. So sometimes I'm a mess, I'll admit it. But the Lover's card, I think, is what is very, very important. And it kind of sums up all of this. This is going to be your focus, I think, coming up in the future. Again, if we have to make predictions here, this is a powerful prediction. That we want intimacy, we want love, we want connection. We're focusing on family, we're focusing on those relationships with our pets, our plants, our people. I should really make a t-shirt about that, right? Let's do one more card, final card, Path of the Serpent. The Eon, judgment, rebirth, reawakening, baptism by fire. To me, it's a doorway that says, I'm done doing anything like that is kind of neglecting my Nine of Cups. I'm done being stuck in an Eight of Cups kind of reality. So really it's the door between an Eight and a Nine of Cups. And sometimes that is a really big shift. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of, a little bit of friendship, a little bit of love, a little bit of extra time devoted to pets, plants, and people that allows us to shift from an 8 to a 9 of cups. Okay, so this is the future card. This is the card that says we're closing the door on the past and we're stepping into the future, stepping into a new adventure. We're stepping into some of these little side roads. I don't want to stay on the highway. I want to take the scenic route. I want to go through these alleyways. I want to take these detours. I want to go off trail a little bit. You still have your compass. You still know where you're going. But you want to just a random spontaneous visit to friends or family members, or go see someone that you haven't seen in a while. Go do something that you haven't done in a while that really just makes you feel good. Right? That makes you feel connected with people. And something is growing. And it could be we're growing those relationships, because intimate relationships need maintenance. They need food. They need, time, right? We have to put in the effort to strengthen those. Otherwise, if we're focused on other things too much, we don't put in enough kind of maintenance energy into our friendships, they're going to kind of fizzle out over time. Okay. So we have to make room in our lives for that. And maybe this is the room. Maybe this is you really blocking off a section of time that says, I'm going to focus on that 9 of Cups. And every day, every day we try to put in 5 minutes of really doing something for the 9 of Cups, whether it's physical, financial, mental, emotional, or spiritual, creative. Do something that gives us that feeling. And for you, I think it's something that you're nurturing, something that you're growing or building or taking care of, something that you're feeding and you're watching it grow, right? And then, of course, the friendships, the intimate relationships. And I think that you are making that move from that 8 into that 9 of Cups. We're going through this fiery doorway. Now, it's not going to be easy, because your mind is going to say, oh, God, I really need to get back to work, or I need to get back to this or that or this or that. It's going to seem like we're kind of losing the structure and order of life, and that we're moving into chaos, that we're kind of now I can't see the lines on the freeway. I don't know what I'm doing, right? So it kind of throws us off balance at first, but that's okay. All right. Let's look at the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. What do we expect here? More cups, maybe. More earth. I'd like to see a 9 of Pentacles, because that really is, that change equals stability, right? I kind of feel like we're going to get a moon card here, though. Waxing and waning. So either the High Priestess, full moon, or the moon card, new moon, right? Either one, I think, is going to be fine here. So let's see what we got. Well, we got a 6 of Wands. That's all right. 6 of Cups, 6 of Wands. With the 6 of Wands, it may even be predicting that your part of this, like one suggestion maybe, is to join some sort of group activity. Not like a group work or school kind of thing, right? But either something, joining a support group, joining a gym, like with a group of people, and getting to know people there. Could even be talking about finding a new place of worship, local to you, right? Finding actual people, live people around you to connect with, meetup groups, but also sports and hobbies and these kinds of things that are group activities. Okay. Because I feel like you have this energy that really, you have this tremendous ambition. There's so much you want to do, and you're so vibrant and charismatic. But I kind of feel like you got to go show people that. You got to go do that with people, I think you're the most charming, the most creative, the most ambitious, and warm-hearted and generous person, but you can't cut yourself off from people. So the 4 of Pentacles also is saying you got to open up your doors a little bit. You got to go outside. You got to get to know people, And I don't know, maybe if right now in your life you feel like you don't have a ton of friends, or maybe you're in a new place already and you don't really know a lot of people. Just go to the gym, or go join, or go take a class, or go join something that kind of is for the focus of getting to know people and making those friendship connections. Rather than it being, I need to go to the gym, or I need the support group or something. That's important too. But do something that's going to have the focus of that 9 of Cups for you. And of course, the gym and the support group are part of that as well, right? But in terms of the interpersonal connections with the 6s, right? The 6 of Cups and Wands, it might be worthwhile to explore that a little bit, okay? I think this is very, very good. These are very good predictions for you, I think, for the next, I don't know, let's check back in with these energies in like a month or two, right? To see if if we're starting to see the 8 of Cups kind of change a little bit, and we're feeling a little bit more 9 of Cups. Yeah. All right, we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, you can click on the link up there. There's one down below. New readings for Sagittarius, Wednesday and Sunday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I appreciate it. Helps out the channel. Leave a comment. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know what you're planning on for the next couple months. Yeah. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you, and we're all in this together.